Hey, what's going on with it, bros, women, bronies, and pegasisters? This is the one, the only, Nintendo Free 2011, aka Christmas Guy 2009. Of course, my other social sites, facebook.com/ZechronFree2012gmail.com, and of course, I'm Manny Wolverine, my DeviantArt, and I'm Killing Floor Addict for my Newgrounds account, and on my last two very special, amazing-ass accounts, twitter.com/NintendoFan2012, and of course, I got my other one too, Manny Wolverine Guy Manga Dude 64. I know it's a long ass one to remember, but trust me, I'll try to say it a lot more in my vlog. So one more, of course, Steam.com Shadowsonic Shadowsonic Manga Wolverine. I changed it again. I changed it like the 10th time this month, but I just love changing my username on that Steam video game community because it's an awesome ass fucking website. So before I begin, I wanted to get two real important quick shout-outs. These two are pretty much overdue, but you know what? Because I've had them subscribed for like 2 months already, since last year, December. So this is the same girl I was subscribed to before. She used to be called Nelly Rocks 89. Now her name is Nelly Vlogs 89. So definitely subscribe to her. It's the same chick as before. So she's a really cool ass, a little bit hyper sometimes, a real funny ass chick. You know, real awesome person to definitely watch her videos because she's a really kick-ass YouTuber. So you'll laugh, you'll cry. You know, she's very hysterical too. So very funny. She does video game reviews too, but rarely ever does them. But she has another channel, but I'm not sure what her name was on there. I kind of forgot. So if you're watching Nelly, I'm definitely sorry. I forgot about that. But other than that, definitely shout out to her. Definitely subscribe to her. I'll put her link on my description box below. My second one is the same dude that if any of you guys know who Crystal Fissure is, I've given him a couple shout outs before, but he has a brand new channel, even though he's had it for like 2 months going on 3. But real funny ass dude. It's with him, Angus, and Nintendo Gen 64. Really kick-ass dude, and the Scottish guy too. I forgot his name, but real Scottish Irish dude. He's a pretty kick-ass MLP video game commentators. Definitely subscribe to him too. They're all like basically 5 dudes into one channel. It's called Balls Australia. Really funny ass channel. You know, no homo or none of that fucking shit. But they just talk about basketballs, baseballs. You know, anything that has to do with like sports video games. They'll talk about it. You know. Real funny ass down there, pretty guys, you know, pretty awesome dudes, you know. But other than that, I'm just here eating a little bit of sake. If any of you guys live in the Southwest or West Coast, like Cali, Arizona, Nevada, Australia, Mexico, and Texas, you know, you'll definitely see a lot of these out here in the U.S., this part of the U.S., of course. And I'm just drinking a little bit of Pepsi on the side because there wasn't that much water left, so kind of wanted to save for dinner later on tomorrow. So without further ado, let's begin. My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, episode 11, season 3, just for Sidekicks. And before I begin, let me just start off by saying I'm not a really huge fan of Spike, but he's he's an okay guy. I just think he's kind of boring sometimes, but I only watched it because the Cutie Crusaders were going to be in it with them, so I was like, hey, more the merrier, you know? It is what it is. So let's begin. I'm wearing my Abercrombie and Finch hat too, so hopefully you enjoy that shit. So basically this episode just starts off with Spike. He's making this little diamond jewel cake because you know how much dragons love jewels and they love eating all these diamonds and gems and everything. And that's the reason why he loves Rarity so much because, you know, he sees her as a really beautiful pony, Pegasus, not Pegasus, a unicorn pony because he always loved her even though she's way older than he is. But you know what? It's like age ain't nothing but a number. So there's one thing I could agree with Spike because when I'm out there in real life going out to work or just hanging out with movies and friends, sometimes I'll hit up on older bitches, you know, try to get them their number. I did fuck maybe a couple of them, maybe 2 or 3 in my whole lifetime. Older ones, of course. Ones my age, I fuck almost every week, so there ain't nothing different. So, yeah, real good shit, too. I definitely guarantee you should try that shit out. Any of my guy subscribers out there. Other than that, yeah, basically the episode starts with Spike. He's making this jewel diamond gem cake or whatever because he wants to make it for his little, like, birthday party he's going to have in the future. So basically what happens is he ends up eating all his gems by accident, and then they finally show the return of one of the pets on there that was one of Twilight's pets. Was called Owlicious. I forgot if that was on the 1st or 2nd season that Owl was on. I'm not sure. Because I remember that older episode, Owlicious is going to take the place of Spike. But this time they're both together, now they're just living in harmony and stuff. And then they show all these background pictures of Spike. He's with the little what's it called, the Phoenix things or whatever, and he's with Applejack, and then there's another one of him and Twilight hugging each other. It's pretty funny. Other than that, what happens is that, like I said, he eats all the gems before he can even put it in the cake batter that he's making. I was like, oh man, dude, he's addicted to gems like he would be to crack cocaine. That's how addicted this dude is to gems and gemstones and shit, you know, and diamonds even. Other than that, what happens is that he gets a knock on the door and it's Fluttershy, and she wants Spike to take care of Angel Bunny while she goes to the Crystal Empire, which is funny because I remember when the first time they showed the Crystal Empire was this beginning of the season, the first and second episode. And what happened was is that you know, the whole thing with King Somber and everything, and then Spike saves the day instead of Twilight this time. So yeah, that was the first episode. If you want to see that, go to my older videos and check it out. Or go to my Criticism Guys channel. I'll leave that link in the description. Other than that, what happens is like Fluttershy's all begging him, oh, I gotta go to the Crystal Empire. There's a little opening ceremony for Princess Cadence, and like Spike's like, oh, why should I do it? She's like, I got a nice big giant gem jewel for you. So like Spike's all like, oh yeah, I gotta eat that. Please let me have it. Please, please, please. I'll do anything for Angel Bunny. And then like Fluttershy's like, oh, you will? Thank you so much. I don't know how much this means to me, you know. And what happens is that she leaves, and then like Fluttershy, she's all like, I'll drop him out first thing tomorrow morning. He's like, I'll see you then. And the Angel Bunny's looking at me, he's like, I'm gonna give him a little raspberry to Spike. He's like, oh, whatever, I don't care. I'm just getting the jewels. So in a way, this is kind of the episode is just basically revolving around Spike because he's real greedy and selfish when it comes to diamonds and jewels and gems, because that's basically his food. So yeah, other than that, what happens is that like, I bet she's not the only one that needs a pet to take care of, and then like he starts telling all the other ponies, like he goes to like Rainbow Dash and Rarity to see if they need help with their pets. And you know, as everyone knows, Rainbow Dash has that pet tank, and he's always like on that little helicopter thing, which is really, really funny. And there's like a little magic thing that's making a twirl around it, and I was wondering like who the heck is making them do that, because the little orb magic, the way they show it, looks like Princess Celestia is like taking control over tank, but at the same time it's like, no way she keeps her magic way the hell out there, but she is the princess of Equestria. She's basically the free leader of the Equestria world, so wouldn't be surprising if it was her. Other than that, what happens is that Rainbow Dash is like, oh, Tank is so diligent, you know, like, me and him, we don't need any help. He could take care of himself. And then, like, he's crashing in all these fucking little, these little cottages all over the place in Ponyville, and then, like, Rainbow Dash is all like, oh, yeah, let's do it, fine, go. And then Rarity's all like, oh, ask for Opal. She needs a temperature 83 degrees. She always needs her pillows flushed. She needs her nails trimmed and everything. She's like basically a high demanding little bitch, but she's cool as fuck. And then like then they show Tank and Opal fighting and like, and they're like, Opal's all like meowing at her, like, Reow! And then like Spike's all like, yeah, whatever, yeah, just do what you want me to do and I can do it. And then like what happens is that Spike, out of some reason, some weird ass fucking reason, like he's just on there, he's just floating in the air because he loves Rarity. He's like, he still loves that, you know, that whole fandom with Spike and Rarity getting married when they're older. It's like, and all the bronies love that shit. Come bet your ass they love it for sure. And I liked it. It was pretty cool. Other than that, then they show Rainbow Dash. It's like, okay, give me a headbutt. And then like they show Tank lick Rainbow Dash because he loves her and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, whatever. Because she's all cool and she's too awesome for that shit, you know. That's why I really don't like Rainbow Dash that much, because she's fucking, sometimes she's just, you know, too much. I don't know. Other than that, what happens is that then Spike goes to like Pinkie Pie's house, and then like Pinkie Pie's all looking in the back because she's like hiding under the couch or whatever of the sofa, and then she's looking at, actually no, Spike's looking at Gummy. He's like, oh, what's that, Gummy? You want me to take care of you and babysit you while Pinkie Pie goes to the Crystal Empire? And then like, without a word, Gummy's just there. He's just looking with his eyes all big, like, whoa, like that. Kind of like that thing off of Futurama, that Toad, except he doesn't hypnotize people. He's just there just to be there, I guess. And then Pinkie Pie's looking under the couch, like I said. She's like, oh, yeah, ask me anything. You could tell me whatever you want, you know, in her little cheerful voice, because, you know, I love Pinkie Pie. She's the best out of all the ponies, besides Derpy. But other than that, Spike's all like, no, I just need to take care of her. And like Pinkie Pie's doing all these other things, like, oh, does he need new pants? Does he need his nails trimmed? Does he need like a new party hat? And then like, you know, her little hyperactive nature, which is awesome about her, which makes her the best. What's it called? And then after that, like Pinkie Pie finally Spike, he convinces Pinkie Pie to finally you know, babysit for Gummy, so that way he gets the little jewel gems, like, oh, this fraction doesn't come cheap. And then like Pinkie Pie's like, yeah, whatever, go. And then after that, she finally goes to, like, back to his house again, and, like, they show Applejack and Twilight, the last two that were gonna, that Spike was gonna take care of Owlicious and Winona, because, you know, that's Applejack's dog, Winona. And then after that, what happens is that, let me get a drink first, hold on. I'm thirsty as shit right now. Pepsi shit's awesome, huh? Other than that, what happens is that, yeah, they show Applejack taking care of Winona, and she's all, like, jumping down on one hook, like, oh, hopefully you got here back in time, buddy. Because Winona always needs that extra care if you play with her. She's always, like, lonely if you don't, you know? And what happens is that, Winona's like, oh, like a real dog would, you know? She's all scratching her belly and, like, playing with her hooves and her paws and shit like that. It was pretty funny. And then, like, they finally show Spike in there, you know, he's taking care of all 6 of the fucking main 6 ponies. You know, obviously the main 6 of MLP FIM. What happens is that, like, Twilight's like, oh, really? He's going to take care of all these pets. Are you sure about that? Because she's a little skeptical of the whole situation. And then Spike's all like, I promise, I'll take care of him, sure, no matter what happens. I'll take very good care of him, no matter, like, what goes down, I'm your dragon, you know? He's sort of like that, talking good about himself, which is okay, I guess, to a certain extent. But what happens after that is, the real funny part is, like, they show Twilight, she's all waving at him, see you later, bye-bye, all like that. And that's like, yeah, see you later, peace out. And then, like, but meanwhile, I have a cake, jewel cake to attend to. And then after that, like, they show all the animals all fighting each other and shit. They're not getting along. They're being mean to each other. And the one that runs off, like, Spike puts them on the line and they all stand still. And then after that, they show Angel Bunny, a.k.a. Fluttershy's pet. He runs off. He's like, peace. And then he just speeds the hell out of there. He's like, and then, like, Spike's all like, Angel Bunny. He's all like Terminator style, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's like, I'm going to get you. You know, that type of shit, you know? And after that, they show Angel Bunny. He escapes to the Cutie Crusaders' house, which is the best part of the show because they're awesome as shit, especially Apple Bloom. Other than that, what happens is that, yeah, Spike makes a deal with the Cutie Crusaders because they wanted to get their skydiving Cutie Mark. And I'm like, oh, man, they're going to kill themselves if they try to do that shit, which ain't going to be cool because, you know, it's a little kid show, but the bronies and pegasisters like me, we love that shit, you know. Put a little extra spice into that show, we'll love it even more. You know, the fan service, of course, if you catch my drift on that. So other than that, what happens is that Spike convinces him, like I said, take care of all the pets because he doesn't want to do it all cheap, but like the Apple Bloom and, you know, Sweetie Belle and Scootaloo, aka the Cutie Crusaders, they want to, what's it called? They want a little price fee, and then they see that Spike has all these jewels and everything, and they want him to give them, the Cutie Crusaders want Spike to give them a little bit of a jewel thing, you know, as a payment of their appreciation and gratitude. And then after that, what happens is that they end up getting this big giant machine and everything. And then, like, Spike's like, oh, I'm going to solve both of our problems. He talks like that to Angel Bunny. He's like, oh, whatever, you do what you want to, bro. You know, that type of shit. And then what happens is that they get this big giant industrial thing for Winona, this little pet grooming ceremony thing, whatever. I'm like, where the hell did they get that thing? It's like some Looney Tunes shit right there, bro. They get it in Ponyville or Cloudsville because it looked like it came from Cloudsdale, I almost said Clownsville, from the Rainbow Factory or whatever, you know, where like the Wonderbolt Academy, that's where it looked like it came from. And I'm like, no way they dragged it all the way on there unless they got Scootaloo to get it or something, I don't know. Or she had help, I don't know. But other than that, what happens is they show Winona, she's getting all groomed and everything, she's like, wee, it's like, that's definitely a face palm right there, that's for sure. And what happens after that is even crazier because, like, he ends up, what's it called? He ties all of the pets. He brings them back. He's like, because they couldn't take care of them. So now he's gonna go into Ponyville to try to find a pet veterinarian to take care of him. But then, like, he runs into Sakura, and she's an all right character. She's not like the best of the best, but she's pretty decent. She's a little bit cooler than Spike is, if you ask me. And then, like, Sakura's like, oh, I know exactly how to help you, my child, you know, because she does that little nursery rhyme thing every time she talks. And then after that, what's it called, Spike's all like, oh, how can you help me, please? I need anything you can give me, you know? And then, like, she says, a dragon's greed is his worst weakness. And then, like, she takes one of the jewels from him, and he gets all pissed, like, no, how could you? And then he sees one of these Girl Scout ponies, like, yay, thank you. And then, like, Spike's like, oh, that's not cool. And then like after that, like he goes out around the train track area where it goes to like there to Equestria, Philadelphia, and to Crystal Empire and shit like that, or Manhattan. Basically the subway to everywhere, you know? But other than that, what happens is that he puts them all in a little ball and everything, and then they show Granny Smith in the back, and she sees everything, how Spike's abusing them and making them feel like crap and everything. And I'm like, dude, Spike, he's got to get his grip together, man. Seriously. And what happens is after that, and then they show Granny Smith, she's all like, oh, I didn't see nothing. Did you see what? And then Spike, he pays her into another diamond jewel or whatever, and then he only got 2 left after that. And after that, then they show Angel Bunny takes off into that little, not into the train tracks, but the little train that goes to the Crystal Empire, and he's like, see you later, suckers. And then after that, like, I'm thinking to myself, oh man, Angel Bunny, he might have won this shit for sure, because I'm not sure he's going to get away with this or not. What happens after that? Let me get my drink first, hold up. Starting to get a little thirsty again. Good shit. Other than that, I don't got no more of that, so if my throat goes out, do apologize ahead of time. Well, what happens is after that, you know, Angel Bunny takes off and everything. He goes to the Crystal Empire, but then, like, he gets the Cutie Mark Crusaders back in again. He's like, oh, they're going to get their Sky Eye and Cutie Mark because the train conductor or whatever, the one that drives the whole train and shit, he says he won't let them in without escorts and chaperones. And after that, Spike says, oh, is this enough? He's like, I need a jewelry gem, and then he uses his last one almost, because he's only got one left after this. And after that, and Sweetie Belle's like, oh, we're going to get Crystal Empire, yay! That made me laugh really fucking hard. Like, oh, God, seriously, man. Because I can understand they're little girls because they never get to go out of Ponyville because, you know, their sisters won't let them or anything, so it's understandable. So other than that, they all go to the Crystal Empire, and Spike's like, no, we can't go. It's like, all aboard. And they're like, oh, shit is not going to be pretty after this. I can guarantee you this. Known as a real good fact. Moving on, after that, what happens is they go to the Crystal Empire, they're just waiting there. And after 5 or 10 minutes later, they get there, and then, like, Sweetie Belle, Apple and Scootaloo is like, yay, we're at the Crystal Empire. And I'm like, hey, good for them, you know. They never got to go out of Ponyville. It was the first time I get to go out of Ponyville, because the only person they ever saw out of Ponyville for Cutie Mark Crusaders was Babsy, and that was it. The second time was a lot nicer, because she got over her bullying than she did with the first one. In my One Bad Apple movie review, TV review. So definitely check that out. I did that like a month ago, so definitely hit the like button for sure, or dislike it if you want. It doesn't matter which one you give me, because at the end of the day, I still get attention. That's what matters, babe. That's what's up. But other than that, what happens is that, what's it called? They get out of the car, go to the Crystal Empire. Spike's like, nobody's getting off of this train. And like, Angel Buddy hits Tank, and then he hits Spike in the face, like, ah, no, my face. And then they all run out of the train conductor's in, and they're all looking all over the place. They're looking at all these little what's it called? These little franchise things, these little markets where they sell all these little goodies and everything like that, and little tourist attraction things, like these little toys and stuff, and these snowballs, snow globes. I'm not sure if that's right, but they called it right, the snow globe or whatever, for the Crystal Empire, the one that Shining Armor and Cadence take control of. But other than that, yeah, like Sweetie Belle's like, oh, I'm in Crystal Empire heaven, you know. It's once again, that girl made me laugh my ass off, literally. But then after that, then they show Spike. He sees Angel Bunny. He's going to Fluttershy. He's like, because he doesn't talk. He's all like sad and everything. And he almost runs into Fluttershy when Spike has to use his last big giant green gem that Fluttershy gave him at the beginning of the episode to like stop Angel Bunny, and these big giant piles of luggage just fall all over the place. And he's like, no, I want to go back. And he's all scared and everything. And then Spike's like, no, we got to go back on the train again. And like, they finally sneak back onto the train, and then they show all the main 6 ponies like. Then they hear Applejack's all like, my hoofs are barking. And then they hear Winona, she all barks. And he's like, oh! And he's like, did y'all hear that? My feet really are barking. Oh my God, that was really funny too. Another, comic relief gag reel right there. And then they overhear, Spike overhears Twilight and the rest of the ponies all talking about each other at Rainbow Dash, like, oh man, Spike would have loved this place. And then like, he would have loved the adventure journey we had over here. And then like on Twilight's like, oh no, I'm sure he's really responsible. Right now, I promise I'll take him next time, you know? Being a real nice friend that Twilight is with Spike. And then Spike starts feeling guilty. He's like, no, don't do it. Be quiet, please. And then he says to Angel Bunny, all right, do your worst. I deserve it. I wasn't really taking care of you very well. And then Angel Bunny feels bad. He's like, I didn't fluff your tail like I was supposed to. And like, I didn't take care of none of you guys. I only thought about myself and getting the jewels and the gems and making my cake, you know? I feel really bad. I apologize, guys. And then like after him feeling like shit and everything, and then they all love him again. They care about him. The pets start like showing a lot more remorse and respect towards Spike, and Spike feels a little bit better about himself. And what happens after that, they finally get off the train real fast before the ponies, the main six, they get off the train first. And then they're all there like, ta-da, they're all there, and then they show them breathing really hard, especially the Cutie Crusaders. I'm like, oh man, excuse me, they're so damn lucky they didn't get caught, you know, red-handed. How they got away with all that shit is a complete mystery to them. And after that, what happens is that I'm like, Twilight's all like, oh, how did you get here so fast, Spike? It's like, oh, it's because we wanted to surprise you. We didn't want to wait for you guys to come all the way down to Twilight's house, tree house, and then like, what's it called, Sweetie Belle ends up being stupid. She almost blows her cover. I think, oh, I really liked all the snow globes when we almost went over there. Tell me about how cool they were. And then like, Rarity's like, how in a question did you know about the snow globes? And then they all look at Sweetie Belle like, lucky guess. And basically she saved their ass again right there. And then what's it called, like, Twilight's all like, oh my, Spike, the pets have definitely took a good liking to you, didn't they? And then like Spike's like, oh, it was no problem, piece of cake. And then like they show Alicious and Twilight, he's like, woo, it's like, me, because you all think he's saying the word who, but he's just hooting most of the time, like hoo, like that. But Spike never takes that seriously. And then what happens at the end, then they show Spike, he's making his cake at last, and uses his last gem, he's like, and he eats it while he's eating it, because that's what happened the whole time. That was his whole problem. He kept eating all the gems before he can even put it in the cake batter, and he's like, why did this happen to me? And I'm like, and then they show Winona and Applejack and Apple Bloom all holly, like, woo! And then that's how all the episode ends. So hopefully you liked this video. My whole thoughts on view on it wasn't as funny as I thought. I only watched it because of the Cutie Crusaders were in it, because they're a lot funnier than Spike is. I like all the little antics of how they're going to get their next Cutie Mark, their next talent, their next goal, their next little mission. It's a really huge gag reel. I know they're side characters, but they're really fucking awesome, especially Apple Bloom. She's cooler than the other two. Other than that, that's all I had to say about this video. So, peace out, bros, women, bronies, and pegasisters. I'm gone. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Have a good day. Have a good night. And first time I wear black in over a couple months, because I've been using a lot of my criticism on that channel, because it's been a little bit of a different vibe over there in that channel. So, I'll talk to you guys soon. Laters. Don't drink or drive too much. It's only a Monday. So, guys, have a good one. Take care. Like I always say, be safe and what's it called? Be silent. Be still over there. All right. Take care. Laters. Goodbye, and have a good rest of the afternoon or night. Bye.